It's week 1 of the NFL, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Ravens under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Lance now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
When it came into this game, eager to see how they would hold up the man coverage. And that play is the play.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. This is taken around the 12. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawing comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go.
Ready.
first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go now.
On first down, Willis. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Well, this is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Kamara, touchdown, Baltimore. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So the drive took 6 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Lance, again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and he curls back inside for the completion.
Play action, now it's Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. McCaffrey on the counter. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Lance. And this pass broken up. And the contact right 10 there. And now 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Clear long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. On first down, Willis. That's into the hands of Fordson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Willis out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Delay of game, offset.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Following the penalty, it's Camaro. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
Fourth down, Willis. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going forward there was the right call.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Another try after the first down sack. Willis to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Willis now off of play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. To try again after the sack. Willis. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Delay of game option.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still third down.
Get it, kids. It's game time. That's right. That's right. Guys, listen, get it on right now. Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go. Let's get some luck.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Let's go now.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Willis completes it to the tight end Smythe. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now there's a punter, Jordan Stout. A chance for Waddle on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And Willis keeping it himself on the option. Here's Kamara on the read option. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Willis on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 74 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Willis on 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Kamara trying again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go now.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal.
Go, Reed, go. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Last play of the half, Willis. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Plenty of good matchups in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. It'll be noon at Soldier Field in Chicago. And a big test for the Bears as they'll square off against the Cincinnati Bengals. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And then on Monday night, folks, you are in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Ready.
They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Come on,
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Willis. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Now Willis on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Back to throw, Willis.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a 10-yard pickup on moves the chains.
The defense did its job of taking away the throw. That's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Willis going to try to run it. Again, Kamara. And this time he's in for a Raven touchdown. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, nice ball. It looks like they found the formula. I expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Okay, ready? Moving 19.
First and 10, it's Willis.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Willis now off play action. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They go play action with Willis.
Rolling to his right.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. A busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play action. Here's Willis. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run it with Kamara. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Baltimore. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter.
And they'll run again.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Alvin Kamara
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive overtime. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bills ready to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. On first down, Lance. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Justin Jefferson
from 13 yards out.
And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And lead now up to 14. Nice tiny little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position. And only one play to score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Finally held down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Protection's certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack.
Lance.
He'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
To throw, it's Lance.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Isaiah Simmons
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
Lance now on 1st down. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
Touchdown! Deebo Samuel. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
On first down, Willis. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Open man right side is Tony. On the move past the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. To throw again on second down. Willis finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 30 yards. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Bills now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing on first down is Lance. Flushed out right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Throwing again on second down. Lance. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first and 10, here's Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. After the sack on first down, Lance, he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Lance to throw it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Willis to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Willis back to throw it.
And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Rams and the Browns, and it comes your way next.